It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show. It is Expresso, live right here on SABC3. Now, it's the start of a brand new year, and every year, with every passing year, we realize that the world is ever changing. And, you know, with the world changing and times changing, it means that the way that we conduct ourselves in terms of how we go about our professional lives changes too. So instead of sticking to the things that we know and how we do things and how we've done things, maybe the start of the year is a chance to look at how we can do them differently.
Don't have to go as far as changing the colour of your hair, okay? You don't have to be that
It's
drastic.
a good start.
It looks amazing,
It's a good
buddy.
start.
It really does. No, it's all about inspiring yourself. But I'm often amazed at how people will complain about things not happening or things not changing in their life, but they haven't gone about setting those goals in the first place. So do that. Do a forecast for yourself. Set those goals so you've got something to work towards to achieve, because having those goals in the back of your mind, more often than not, will start to hone that focus, will start to project that kind of future, those goals that you want. So, you know, have those long-term, maybe look even 10 years, say where you want to be, what kind of work you want to be doing, what you want to get out of your career as well. So it's not just about the job that you have, but what you want your life to be like around that. But have a plan, have a 5-year plan, have a 10-year plan. It's not about setting exact kind of milestones, but rather think about where you want to be and what you want to achieve.
Right. Now, what you've done is, once you've done a list, like what G is obviously suggesting here, when you've got your list, you need to think about what skill set will be invaluable in achieving these goals, right? So think about what you'll need down the line. Are your qualifications sufficient? Do you need to take up short courses in order to stay abreast with what's happening in whatever field, whatever career you're doing? So that personal constant development is very, very important, becomes very important, especially in an ever-changing career or professional landscape where things change all the time. What you know today may not be relevant tomorrow.
Well, the bottom line is, I think about 25% of the jobs that exist today didn't exist about a year ago. Future-proof your life. That's the next major tip here. Technology is changing. They talk about kind of the next big industrial revolution. We are digitizing the way that we do business, the way that we travel, the way that we live, the way that we trade data information. Everything is changing constantly. So future-proof your life and your career. Make sure that you're not left in an antiquated past, but rather in a digital future. Don't fight it. You've got to embrace these changes, because ultimately they are tools that you can use.
That's right. And then, I mean, look, with all of this done, I think it's very easy to get carried away with planning and putting together lists and all of that. And often we can get carried away and be unrealistic in our planning. So the trick here is to be as realistic as possible while you do your career planning and your career mapping out, because there really is nothing more discouraging than setting out all these plans and then finding that you're not able to meet them because you're just simply being unrealistic in terms of your timeline, and then you're not disappointed, and now you're feeling like you are not good enough, and now you're just hopeless.
Well, hopefully you're not feeling like that, baby, because you are good enough. Look at what you've achieved already, man.
You've set the goals so realistic as well.
And a mind map's actually a cool way of doing this, because it inspires the imagination. It really is a good way to approach it. But I think most importantly, above everything, is that be ready for change, be adaptable, be flexible. I know a lot of us hate any kind of change, but often a change, sometimes even a failure or something not working out in the way that you wanted to, can lead to one of the best things, one of the newest developments, one of the best opportunities in your life. So be flexible. It's the beginning of a new year. So be that, what they say, a reed in the wind, in the water. Be able to absorb that change as it comes to you. Don't be too set in your ways, because it is an ever-changing world and you need to be able to change with it. And enjoy life, man. Embrace it.
If you have any tips and tricks for us, why don't you share them with us on Facebook? We'd like to hear from you. #Expresso Show.